That's why even before 1977, just the fact that I was going to be in existence, I was going to be a child. And mostly they just were confusing the fact that pretending like they were the me or something like that. That's all. That's all. It's the only way Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, or any of them had any power or any money at all was they were pretending to be me. They fooled everyone for a minute. They expected me to be known about from 1977 or some point on, and I wasn't. I was just being a child, whatever. It's like, well, I'm so old and so well known that it doesn't really matter to me. So they're just living like this parallel universe that doesn't really exist, that didn't really exist. So anyway, at one point in time, they were trying to deny my existence, and I actually hopped over or something like that. They got me in a whatever one time somehow, and I got out of it. So anyway, whatever. I mean, I've seen a lot, I've been through a lot of things that you can't even imagine. Anyway, lots of people, like I said, Trumpy will probably be trying, and Trumpy's son, Trumpy's best friend. Like that's how I know what's going to happen with Trumpy and his best friend, and Trumpy and his son and his best friend. It's already happened to me. It's already happened for me. I've already seen all the different outcomes and how it transpires. And it's like, whatever. Just all stupid. So anyway, go for it, Trumpy. Just like I say, the World Trade Center was mine. My money built it. I built it. I designed it. I invented it. I don't know who gave it to him or how he got his name on it. Trump Tower. Idiot Tower, more like. Whatever. It's his torture and death, not mine. Some other race or some other life form type in the universe, basically on my behalf, was going to grab people and just torture the shit out of them and kill them. Just because of who I am. That's why I was like, wow. I was trying to tell this to Rodney one time. I was like, just because of who I am and what I am, other life forms will be compelled, or just because they're doing a service to Lucifer Star, the creator. Like they'll come down here and they'll start dealing with things and killing people or torturing people just to say that they did something for me. Like I was trying to tell Rodney that. I was like, this is the level that I'm at. My level? Life forms are like, hey, yeah, we did this. We took care of those people for you. We tortured the shit out of them and killed them and blah, 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 just for you. This is my level. That's another reason why I was having people photographed and having my people photographed, like my Belfast workers and my other people, because it's like, well, these people are my people, so not them. It's like, no. The Irish are cool. They're cool. They're my people. Don't hurt them. They're good people. And those other people, those are good people too. Even Russia. Russia is actually the country that actually stopped JFK and Nixon from nuking or destroying the planet or something, or the world. Nixon was going to hold all these countries hostage or whatever else like that. And what Russia did was basically Russia said, look, if you hurt them or you nuke them, we're going to make sure you die. So that's the only reason why the world didn't get nuked. That's why Nixon, JFK, and all those other people, because they were going to nuke blah, 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 or nuke anyone, blah, 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 blah. And Russia was like, oh yeah? Well, after you nuke them, we're going to nuke you. So, and that's one of the things that Russia did, all these political maneuverings. No. Trumpy, his son, and basically Nixon and Jimmy Carter and all of them were shit. And they're just raping and killing. Like I said, all those old cars inside those warehouses, the sons or the whatever finally told me that no, actually, all those old cars in those warehouses, those are cars that they killed people in, and basically were using as collateral. Like, if you ever blah 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 blah, we'll just take this car out here and we'll show them the DNA evidence or blah blah, or the pictures of that car and how you killed people or you killed that person, blah blah blah. That's why all those cars are in all those barns. Is that those cars were used in crimes or blah 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 blah, and they're just keeping them there as leverage. just in case. And I said, actually, mostly I think they said mostly they're related to Nixon or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, from Harvard, they would go overseas into other countries, being all steroided up football players, and then they would steal things and bring them back to the United States and basically just try and sell them at yard sales or whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of people, like some of the chairs would still have blood on them, and be like, these chairs have blood on them. And somebody even kept one of the chairs and then did DNA matching and matched it to a town in Europe. Like 25, 30 years later. It's like, it's just so fucking stupid. All the different things. Meanwhile, the Republicans and the Pentagon in the Middle East on aircraft carriers are actually built by Britain and in existence about 50 years before the United States or America ever came along. And who do we see there? Why, it's JFK! Do you know who my daddy is? And other shit fake presidents. Like George W. Bush. Just trying to torture the Middle East. Probably because the Middle East knows more of the truth. Like, that's why I'm glad the Europeans had a sense of humor. Because it's just so stupid. And everybody's like, what about Brian? What about me? Well, yes, and I love you. Like I said, what about Brian? I would say, I love you, I care about you, and I even told this to my people. I said, I love you, I care about you, don't worry about me too much. Like, it sucks, yes, my vacation sucked. My life as Brian sucks, but I said, I'm actually Lucifer Star. And I'm actually the one that created you and has been citing your existence this whole entire time. And I adore you and care about you. And I know you care about me. So, and I guess I'll just have to work it out with some people. Whatever. But honestly, people knew that I would be on this planet and be living this life as Brian before I even got here. So, anyway, and just the possibility of my existence or existing changed things. So, and I watched that change and everything else. Like I said, a lot of the things you find out about Japan and all the different cities in Japan, we already planned them. I was part of the planning. And moving the people around and everything else like that. Like I said, in the old days, they used to just kill people off when they wanted to build a building or something there. And I was like, no, move them. Just build a new city for them. Like, that's what we did. I've been building cities for hundreds of years. What, you can't build a city? I even argued it. I even yelled at some people. I was like, what? We build cities all the time. You can't build a fucking city for 5 million people? Like, back in Germany, back in the old days, during the war, we estimated that we needed 100 new houses every single day. So Germany just figured it out and figured out what kind of construction they would need. And I think they were doing 100 new stone houses every day or something like that, or a week. That's what Germany could bring to the plate. That's what Germany did. Like, what, you can't match that? So, it's like, I can go through time and space and be like, this is what they were doing. Are you seriously telling me you can't match that? And you're living now. That's why after blah blah blah, I was like, what the fuck? How pathetic are you? And people were like, oh. And that's when I was like, I don't want to hear your excuses. I want to see results. And yeah, I got mad. As a star, I know. That's why it's the Lord Jury. Oh, he's horrible. It's because they were giving me excuses. They were fucking around with me, and I was and I was like and I got all angry and psychotic. I was like, I don't want to hear your excuses. I want to see results. There should be a roof over every single man, woman, child in this country by now. and other people would would basically act it out for me. Like, and it's true, you know. I mean, I'm the Lord Creator, so that's why, you know, you got that whole Germany Lord whatever vibe, because like it's true, you know. I mean, 800 galaxies, whatever, and blah 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 blah, and these American United States Congress were like, it's like, like if you're gonna mumble, whimper. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Anyway, though, but yeah, well, you know, I mean, we were epic. You know, I used to build whole stars and planets. So that's why Germany, a lot of the people are like, "Argh." It's like, well, you know, yeah. The Earth had a pathetic moment, and then we got past that. Probably because of Zachary Bill Gates. you know, it wasn't torture. It wasn't whatever. You know, and like I said, I had 5,000. Honestly, I had 5,000 or 35,000 draftsmen in Berlin. They would work day and night, building the new civilization. Germany had most things already planned. That was another thing, is America didn't even really have to do anything. Germany already had it all figured out. Everybody would be like, look at all these plans. Germany already had it all drawn out. They had models of all these cities. They had it all figured out long before America ever came along. They built America. It's like, yeah, they did. That and Ireland and the other countries. I mean, Europe kicked ass. Anyway, but that's the truth. You know, and that's just what some Europeans could do back in 1800 or 1700. That's not even including my exoskeletons 1.5s, which are a billion years older. They could have been like, would you like that nanotech planet, or would you like that planet gold, steel, or marble? That's what they could do. So, anyway, levels of existence. But you know, they'd been in existence for a billion years. You know, so anyway, yeah. Anyway, though. But like I would say to people, I would say, well, China's young. They're young little new people. We have to raise them up. We have to teach them how to do things. And I like a lot of people are like, and I'd be like, no. They're babies. They're young people. We have to get them going again. Anyway, I was trying to be the father. What a nice person, because like, you know. Well, you know, I mean, you know, and Germany was right. Germany was right. I had other planets and blah blah blah. So, you know, all the starvation, all the hunger, all the problems on Earth were just ridiculous. You know, but I figured I'd give you a little bit of time to warm up to it. Like I said, Ireland is sitting over there. Ireland's sitting over there saying, you know, we had those pile drivers like 50 years ago or 80 or 100 years ago. You know, we could have driven those piles and built all this stuff back then, but, you know, somebody scrapped it all. It's like, yeah, LS, the Belfast Yard, they could have done everything that you're doing. Like all these people, this magnificent, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, go talk to the Irish. Yeah, that's why I'm just like, you know, go talk to the Irish about epic builds and building things. You know, maybe you'll learn something. Like I said, Rodney and Rick Bush and other people are like, oh, we got blah, blah, blah. It's like, go talk to the Irish, go talk to the Germans, go talk to the British. Like, fuck, get out of here. You know? Other people are like, son, you're bothering me. It's like, I'm not bothering you. I'm just Lucifer Star. It's like, just because I know the truth of the human existence, or the existence on Earth, doesn't mean I'm bothering you. I mean, what? Like, you're lying to all the people and fucking around. You know, technology and computers. Well, the thing is, I shifted over to a computerized society, so that took a little bit, and that's what actually took time. Is that my mathematicians had to invent computers and get it all done. We were upgrading the Earth, basically. So that's what actually was going on.